Hi, I'm Daniel.
And I'm Annette.
And this is our Chase for Adventure.
On Mount Fuji.
So we finally made it to the bus station. We got the rest of our bags in lockers, so that way we don't have to worry about them. And then we are about to catch that beautiful bus right over there, so that way we can go to 5th station and start the hike to Mount Fuji.
We're finally on the bus to head over to Mount Fuji. Getting to the bus station today with all of our stuff was an adventure in and of itself, because we had to walk like 25 minutes with all of our luggage, but not proportionally weighed out because we already had our bags packed for Fuji. And then we left stuff in the locker, and then we had to pay a locker twice, and then we didn't know where the bus was, and then we missed the first bus, and now we haven't had breakfast. So we're gonna go do that when we get to 5th station, and then we have a bunch of snacks in the backpack, but we'll get to that when we're on the mountain, but we're so excited. We made it to Fuji 5th station. So we have taken the 45-minute bus ride up the mountain. We are now in the area where there's lots of restaurants, lots of places to shop and get last-minute things before you start hiking. And this is also where the hike begins. So we're really, really excited. Daniel and I didn't really get much sleep last night because we were silly, but it was worth it because we got to hang out with some really great friends. But now we're gonna go eat. We're gonna replenish our bodies with some hydration and some vitamins and some food, so that way we can start climbing. I'm so excited. So we made it to the restaurant. It's actually on the 2nd floor of like a gift shop, and the food here is delicious looking. Like, I'm so excited. And look at how cute these are. I just like think that people have to like bring things up the mountain. But I guess I have cars, so it's not bad. Well, I got the curry and I'm about to dig it in. So is Daniel, so we'll catch ya soon. So the food here, you actually just come up here and they have a vending machine, so you don't talk to a person. You stick the money in through here, and then you click what you want. It gives you the change, and it gives you like a little ticket, and then you take that to the counter, and that's how you get your food. And the food was delicious. So there's a few things that have been going on that have been a little bit unexpected up here. So we are 2,305 meters above ground right now, and the altitude is starting to bother us just a little bit, and it's super cloudy. So Mount Fuji is actually behind me, so I don't know if you can see behind us, but you can't see anything behind. There's just a bunch of clouds covering it. Another thing that I didn't expect was how cold it was gonna be at the 5th station. We expected it to be really cold over once we got to the top, but even right now, it's probably in the 60s. I'm impressed.
So after finally adjusting to the altitude, which we didn't think was going to be an issue, but now that we've been here for probably about 30 to 40 minutes, we feel golden, and we are about to grab all of our stuff and start the hike up the mountain.
We're on the Yoshida Trail. We're about to climb the mountain. my mom always said that I had my head in the clouds. She's definitely right, like right now. Head, body, all of me, in a cloud.
Eating a calorie bar.
Yeah, calorie bar.
They're actually really delicious.
They're pretty good. They have a lot of sugar, and that's the one bad thing that they do have. But they have a lot of different vitamins. They are 400 calories. They have like 8 grams of protein. They're not like a snack you should have if you're like going on a diet. It's a snack you should have if you're climbing a mountain and need the energy to make it, you know, 3,000 feet up. Which is what we have left. It's moments like these when I ask myself, like, what's the meaning of life? We're literally climbing a volcano in Japan, walking on molten lava that has solidified and over thousands of years has turned into volcanic gravel. This is incredible. And we've made it to the 7th station. Yay! Only a bunch more to go.
Alrighty, so out of breath.
Straying from the path and taking a rest is extremely dangerous. Straying hikers can get lost or can cause falling rocks.
So it started raining. Oh, GoPro cam! It started raining, and so I got into my very fabulous tire. And that's also why we had to put the camera away, because it literally will start like that and go from like a slight little cool drizzle to so we're being preventative. This is like exercise.
Yes.
Okay, so we're on our way from the 7th station over to the 8th station. The estimated time that they've given us is about 2 to 3 hours to the next station. And this one's supposed to be really, really steep. And you just kind of hope and pray that a mountain hut comes. So thankfully I read a lot, and I'm emotionally and mentally prepared to be exhausted and take many breaks and stretch. I'm ready to go again.
So we have been working so hard to get up to where we are because we are so excited for the view that we are about to show you guys. Not!
It's been cool to see all like the different shrubs and like the rocks. They have like red rocks and black rocks and all sorts of really cool different rocks. Oh, let me show you. Look at this thing. Okay, if you're watching this video and you know things about rocks, I'm a nerd and I like to know all sorts of things. Can you tell me why this is red? I really want to know, and Google doesn't help me. Thank you. So, before this trip, I'm sorry, I'm so out of breath. So many stairs. We're like climbing, it's like we're climbing up a mountain or something. Anyway, I was trying to be prepared before this trip, and so I had reserved a mountain hut for Daniel and I. What I didn't know, Mt Fuji actually has 4 different trails, and it spans 2 prefectures, which is like 2 states, essentially. And so I booked us on the trail that is not in our city. It's not even in our prefecture. It's like on the opposite side of the mountain. And I was like, is there any way that we can get here? And she's like, no, not a chance. And so thankfully, the really sweet lady at the information center was able to set us up with an actual mountain hut on the 8th station, which is taller, which I'm happy because I'm not as tired as I expected to be right now. And let's just go for gold, right? Also, the Japanese tourism board that's here on this mountain is so sugar sweet. Genki? I forgot how to say sweet in Japanese, but they literally went and taught me a bunch of Japanese words. But that's like the minimal of what they did, because what they actually did was they called the mountain hut on the opposite side of the mountain for us to cancel, and then called the new mountain hut on the 8th station that was available to schedule a new one for us. Not to mention they told us how to get up the mountain, gave us tips on how to climb it and not get tired or get altitude sickness, because that is something that happens when you're at this elevation. And they were just so kind. So kind. So if you're coming to Mount Fuji, make sure that you stop by and you go into the information center, because we went on a whim. I came in here thinking that I had it all figured out, and clearly I had it all wrong. So it just doesn't hurt to have someone else who's from here, who's like being paid to like give you information, to just give you the heads up of what it's actually like once you're here. Because there's only so much that Google and the internet can really help you when it comes to research. So Daniel and I got super distracted just looking at all the different kinds of rocks, because there really are tons of different ones and they're all cool. And then when we looked up, we're like, oh wait, we can see! And we can see down there too. Now we actually have a view.
After a quick little rest, ready to go back at it.
Hi, down, babe. Break.
Let me get up.
We're almost there.
We are on our way to hike to the 8th station. It's starting to get a little chilly, so we're gonna keep our pants on and we're gonna actually throw on some jackets. Our rain jackets are a little bit cold because they're wet. Probably should have thought that one through, but we're gonna have a blast anyways. So we're gonna go ahead and hike as soon as we finish these delicious calorie bars called Calorie Mate. If you haven't tried them, try them. Tastes like chalk. Amazing.
Amazing chalk.